Okay, so far we have something like DBMS. By implementing new features, it will be DBMS. By implementing some other features, or DBMS. What all are these first of all? All these are strategies to maintain data on top of a database. If you want to store some data in a database, either you can go for DBMS or RDBMS or object-oriented relational database management systems. All these are methodologies or strategies to store the data on top of a database. You can implement these methodologies on top of any of the databases like Oracle, DB2, Teradata, Netezza, anywhere. Okay, in the same way, we have some other thing is there, that is data warehouse. This is also nothing but a strategy or a methodology to store data on top of a database. You can implement this data warehouse theoretically on top of almost all the databases. Okay, these methodologies follows a similar way to store the data, whereas this data warehouse, it follows a somewhat different way to maintain the data in the database. Then how it differs? Let me explain. Say for example, in a company, one employee table is there. In that one record, employee number 101 and his name X. He is working for US region. Assume we are paying 10,000 as a salary per him. Assume this is a record in the database. After some time, some years, we shifted him into UK branch and the salary increased by 5,000. Then what is the SQL statement we are going to issue here, or how this record is going to change? Ramya,
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
After some years, we shifted him into our UK branch and the salary increased by 5,000. Then how this record is going to change, or what is the SQL statement we're gonna issue here?
Like select like whatever fields we want to know.
What I am saying is we shifted him into
Okay,
branch
you want, okay.
and
So
salary
then
increased by
location,
5,000.
yeah, and the, like location and that the salary field, like columns will be changed.
Will be updated.
Yeah,
Right?
updated. Yeah.
It will become as UK and salary increased by 5,000, 15,000. Like this, we update the records, right? We update the records in these methodologies. Whereas in data warehouse, don't update any record. Keep the record as it is and insert one more record with the updated information. And this is UK and the salary increased by 5,000, it is 15,000. After some time, shifted him into our Australia branch, for example, and now salary increased by 5,000, 20,000, and now he is working for our India. Now it is 25,000. Like this, we are not updating any records here. Keep an insert. Keep an insert. Why? What we are doing here? We are maintaining the history of this employee. Okay. What is the need? What is the use if I maintain like this? If I maintain like this, I can do some analysis. Like initially paid 10,000, now we are paying 25,000. Means I can say we are spending 15,000 more on his salary. As you told, if we update the record at the final, this is only the thing, only record which is going to be there in the database. So if I want to do analysis, it is not possible. Okay. Orally, what we are doing is we are maintaining the history of this employee for analysis. Analysis is the main purpose of data warehouse. If analysis is not required, then no need to maintain any data warehouse. Main purpose of an data warehouse is analysis. Of course, Sumit, I know you ask where is the primary key, but I am not going into the detail. Okay, just I am giving idea. Okay, Sumit.
Yeah, I'm listening. Actually, you need a begin date and end date also to maintain history.
Beginning date and
End date.
Yeah, that is if we go in detail again, we need to talk about the surrogate key and everything, right? So just overview. What is data warehouse? What is the purpose of the data warehouse? Okay. Like this, main concept of data warehouse is analysis. By maintaining history, we are we are maintaining the history to cater the analysis needs. Okay. Now, let us see overview of data warehouse, not in detail, overview of data warehouse. Of course, this is not our area. Just what is this? Okay, just overview of data warehouse. This is not our area. We need to know that. That's it. Okay, take any company like Johnson & Johnson, for example. They have different departments like R&D, sales, and public relations. For R&D, they are using Oracle as database. For sales, they are using MS SQL Server. For public relations, they are using MySQL. They are using heterogeneous databases like this. Why they are using heterogeneous? Why can't they use single database for their total company needs? That depends on their requirement and licensing issues. I mean price. In this R&D department, by spending crores of dollars, the result of the R&D is there in this department. Very sensitive data. It is not supposed to be leaked, right? If the result got leaked by changing small things, the competitors also can produce the similar kind of product. So here in this department, they need to maintain high security. Okay, not only that, here they are maintaining their failed R&Ds also. Not only successful R&Ds, they are maintaining failed R&Ds also in their database. Why? Because those are learned lessons. So bulk data support should be there. Bulk data and high security. When compared to other products, Oracle can give you the type of environment in a better manner. That is why they are using Oracle here. Here for R&D they are using Oracle because they need to maintain high security and bulk data support should be there. Oracle can give the type of environment in a better manner. So even though this is costly, they need to use Oracle only there. For sales, here the data volume is something less and security issues also something less. That is why they are using MS SQL Server. Here this is enough for them, somewhat cheaper than Oracle. Okay, for public relations, here they contain, what it contains, a general information like customer addresses, distributor addresses, kind of thing. Data volume is very less and security issues also less, minimal. That is why they are using MySQL open source. Okay, like this, based on their requirements and licensing, they are using heterogeneous databases like this. These individual databases, these are called as ODS, operational data sources. Now these individual databases are called as ODS, and all of them together, the total system, this is called as a source system, operational source system, OSS. And now extract the data from here and put that into a temporary database called a staging database. This is staging database, a temporary database. And once you put the data into staging, apply transformations on top of the data whatever there in the staging. Transformations, the count of the transformations are different from product to product. What we are using for the transformations, we have different transformations like cleansing, scrubbing, tuning, lookup, like the different aggregator, like the different transformations are there. First of all, what is a transformation? Okay, let me explain that. Say for example, on a particular day, say January 1st, 2015, in a bank account number 101, his opening balance is this much, and in the same day, multiple transactions are there in the bank account. Multiple transactions are there in this bank account on a particular day. Okay, this is the information what I have here. Bring that into the staging. And transformation means what is the main purpose of data warehouse? That is analysis, right? As a bank manager, for my analysis, I want to maintain total deposits and total withdrawals. This is enough for my analysis need. Ramya and Sumit, are you getting me?
Yes.
Just give acknowledgement so that I can understand that you are getting me. Otherwise, there itself I am rotating. Okay, as a bank manager, for my analysis, I want to maintain total deposits and total withdrawals. This is enough for my analysis need. So, if I want to get total deposits and total withdrawals, here I need to perform some calculations like sum of deposits and sum of all withdrawals. That type of things are called as transformations. This is a basic example for a transformation. Okay, getting the required information which is useful for analysis from the existing information. That is called as transformations. After applying transformation, load the data into data warehouse. Load the data into data warehouse. How we are maintaining the data here? January 1st, account number 101. total deposits, total withdrawals. That's it. Don't update or don't delete the record. For January 2nd, insert one more record. January 2nd, account number 101, total deposits how much, total withdrawal how much. Like the January 3rd, 4th, keep our insert. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
This process, extraction, transformations, load, this process is called as a ETL process. By using the ETL process, we are loading the data into the data warehouse. Okay, now this process, extraction, transformation, load, this process is called as a ETL process. Okay, for ETL, we have different tools are available in the market, Informatica, Data Stage, Data Manager, of course, many other tools are there. By using these tools, we are loading the data into data warehouse. Okay, any questions so far, Ramya?
No.
Okay, we are maintaining history here. As I told you, keep an insert like that. After 5 years, after 10 years, just assume the size of the data warehouse. It grows rapidly. Why? Because we are not updating anything, not deleting anything. Usually data warehouses contains tons of data.
Maintaining history, right?
Yeah. We are maintaining history, so the data volume will be very high.
Yeah.
So the preferred databases for data warehouse is Oracle, Teradata, Netezza, kind of the latest databases. Of course, old implementations are there in DB2. Nowadays, we are using Netezza, Teradata like that. Okay, and the data volume will be very high. Sumit, you are saying, as per your experience, what is the large database size you worked so far?
I worked up to terabytes of data.
Okay. I got a chance. Yeah, I got a chance to work in a database which is having 750 petabytes in the size.
Oh man.
Oh.
Of course, not in all cases, but that is for a telephone company. They need to maintain all the voice records for at least 1 year, like that. Some restrictions will be there for them. So the data volume is 750 petabytes. Usually,
how do you hold the voice records? Like, is it like a club or something like that?
yeah, blobs. Okay, and by using this ETL process, extraction, transformations, load, by using the ETL process, we are loading the data into data warehouse. Okay, from past 1 year onwards or 2 years onwards, we started this data warehouse and we are maintaining history here. What is the purpose of the data warehouse? Again, Ramya? Analysis, right?
Yeah.
Analysis is the main purpose. Okay.
Like, regardless of what OLTP you're using. So, because the purpose of transformation is to make it compatible to load into,
Okay, now the data warehouse, we are maintaining history for analysis need. One day a sales manager asked me to do some analysis on his sales staff performance. If I say, boss, the tables are there in data warehouse, I am granting you access. So write your own SQL and do your own analysis. If I say like that, then what happens? That will be our last date in the company. Why? Because the end users, sales manager, he don't know any technical things like how to write SQL, how to bring the required information from the databases. He don't know anything. He's not a technical user. If you ask him like consumer trends, company policies, government policies, gross profit, net profit, if you talk like that, he can explain you all the things in the fingertips. But writing SQL, it is not possible with them. So the data is there, but not usable by end user. The bulk data is there, not usable by end user. So instead of doing like that, if I prepare some trends, charts kind of thing by saying these are the top 10 employees who are working very good in Asia Pacific. These are the last 5 products which are not at all moving in Europe. Like that, if I prepare some charts or pivots kind of thing, and if I present them to a user, they can understand that easily, right?
Yes.
That is why in the data warehouse another part is there, that is reporting area. By using this ETL tools, we are loading the data into data warehouse. The data already presented there in the data warehouse. Based on the data which is already there in the data warehouse, we're gonna prepare some sort of reports. For reporting, we have different tools are there like Cognos, Business Intelligence, Business Objects, ClickView. Many tools are there. Many tools are there. At least a dozen of tools are there. Among these dozen of tools, this Cognos BI, this is market leader in this BI area, reporting area. IBM sold so far 32,000 licenses on this Cognos BI, and this is an IBM product, and we are going to learn this Cognos BI. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Usually, if I say Cognos, people say like this is a data warehousing tool. Cognos, this is not only a data warehouse tool. Basically, this is a reporting tool. To create reports, we need to have some data. You can get data from OLAP system, I mean data warehouse, or you can get the data from transactional systems, or you can get the data from flat files, Excel sheets, anywhere it may be. The data is there. By using Cognos, we can access that. We can prepare reports on the data, whatever there in the back end. Okay, now before going into Cognos, let me explain something here. This system, source system, this is called as OLTP system. The target data warehouse, it is called as OLAP. OLTP, online transactional processing, online analytical processing. Then how these two differs? OLTP system, OLAP system, how this differs? OLTP system, this is basically for customer purpose. Say for example, as a customer of a bank, if you go to bank, if you deposit something or withdraw something, or if you do ATM transactions or POS transactions, online transactions, everything will be recorded here in this OLTP system itself. So hits for this source system, this is very high, very high. So the database server needs to work as fast as possible. That is why OLTP systems, these are normalizer systems. I think any idea about normalization? Normalization, we say like 1NF, 2NF, BCNF, 3NF, 4NF, like that. Okay, leave it, not required for us. Anyhow, these are normalizer systems. Why normalization means? As per the definition, normalization is a process which increases the database server performance by reducing the redundancy. Okay, so these OLTP systems are normalizer systems. Whereas OLAP, these are denormalizer systems. And OLAP, this is for analysis purpose only, not for my customers. As a bank manager, me only the user for this system. I am not going to grant access for my bank customers to do analysis on my bank. This is for me only, or my superiors like general managers, regional managers. This is for me only to do analysis and take decisions. Say for example, so scheme A, car loans, more profitable, encourage. So scheme B, housing loans, not that much profitable, don't encourage. Like that, me only the user for this system. Okay, and see, this is source system. As I told you, this is there in my source. This is OLTP system. And how we are getting the data into OLAP? This is OLAP. How we are getting the data? By doing some transformations on top of the data, we are loading the data into data warehouse. So I can say this OLAP systems contains consolidated data or aggregated data. Okay, and OLAP systems, these are denormalized systems. Then what is about the performance? Yeah, performance goes down. For that, we have some other techniques like multi-dimensional modeling to get better performance even in denormal forms. Anyhow, the number of users are very less. So performance, that is not of course anywhere performance is a big deal, but not to concentrate like OLTP systems. Okay, OLTP systems, these are to run the business. OLAP to do analysis on the running business. See, if I want to run my bank, I need to have all these details, right? If I delete these records, then what happens? My business will be gone. I need to maintain all these details to run my business. And these details, these are useful for me to do analysis on my running business. Clear? OLTP and OLAP.
Yes.
OLTP, it follows the relational model. Table A join with table B join with table C, like that. OLAP, it follows multi-dimensional model. Multi-dimensional model, this we'll discuss in detail about the multi-dimensional model in the tool itself, because anyhow we need to do multi-dimensional modeling. At the time I'll explain you what is multi-dimensional model, what are the advantages we are going to get if you use multi-dimensional model for analysis, like that. Okay, now straight away let us look into this Cognos BI. Okay, the same tool, in some perspective we call this as a querying tool, and sometimes we say this as a reporting tool, and we say this as business intelligence tool, and sometimes we say this as a decision support systems. The same tool. Why these many different names then? Let us see one by one. Querying tool. Being a tool, Cognos prepares queries automatically. Being a tool, Cognos prepares queries automatically. No need to write any select statements like select star from, nothing required. Being a tool, Cognos prepares queries automatically. In the worst case, assume the query prepared by Cognos is not meeting your expectation. I want to edit that SQL. Yeah, we can edit the SQL generated by Cognos. And one more case, I did not want to allow Cognos to write SQL. I can write myself. Yeah, I can write myself. Three things. First of all, it prepares queries automatically on its own. And if you want to edit the SQL generated by Cognos, you can edit. And if you want to write your own SQL, you can write your own SQL, freestyle reporting or freehand reporting, that is called as. Okay, and on beautifulness here, you can apply joins between heterogeneous databases. Ramya, you know Oracle sample tables, employee and department, right?
Yeah.
Okay, assume employee table is there in Oracle, department table is there in SQL Server. Is it possible with you to write a join between them?
No.
No, not possible. But these tools can manage that. Okay, and reporting tool. By using Cognos, we are going to prepare some sort of reports. I'll give you some.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah, yes, please.
So, the source for this Cognos tool would be generally like data, like DW, data warehouse systems, right?
Not only that, that is I am saying. You can take the data from anywhere. Okay. And here we spoke like what is OLTP and what is OLAP. Here we are maintaining history. Here, this is the transactional data. We spoke like that, right? If you get the data from here, you can get the OLAP advantages. Like storing history, you can get the history. If you take here, you can get the transactional.
Okay.
Or I have an Excel sheet. I can access the Excel sheet also to create reports.
Okay, like to work on current data as well as past data, you mean, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
One question. Again.
Yes, Sumit. Yes, please.
So, can it directly read files?
Files in the sense we can access Excel's, we can access Excel's CSV.
Okay.
But as Informatica does, it is not possible to read from PDFs.
Okay.
You can read from PDF also, right? In Informatica.
Now you can read from anything.
Come again, please.
Now they have APIs for everything, so you can read from anywhere. Denormalized data or unstructured data, whatever you want, you can read from anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, I know in past 4 years onwards, past 4 years back, and I think 4 years back, in one of my projects, our retail people, they used PDF as source. Okay, now anyhow, here by using Cognos tool, we're gonna prepare some sort of reports. How to create the reports, I'll explain that in the tool itself. But now what I'm doing is I'm preparing some sample reports for your understanding. What is the report and how it will be useful for business. Okay, a sales manager asked us to create a report which shows how much revenue generated by the staff in February month and otherwise March month and April month, and the difference. You want to see whether their performance is increasing or not. Okay, so I am preparing a sample report. Staff name, and revenue generated by them in otherwise here let me take the March, and revenue generated by them in April, and the difference. Okay, staff name A. Assume he sold 2 lakh worth of goods in March, and here 2 lakh 20,000 worth of goods is sold. His performance increased by 20,000. Staff B. Assume he also sold 2 lakh worth of goods only here in a March, and here 1 lakh 80,000. His performance degraded by 20,000. Take one more employee C. Assume 2 lakhs only here, and 2 lakh 50,000 here. His performance increased by 50,000. Okay, creating this type of reports is a developer task, a Cognos developer task. How to create these reports? We'll learn that in the tool. Just I am explaining what is a report and how it will be useful for business. Okay, this report development done. Just submit the report to the manager who requested you. Now the manager, he started doing analysis on this. Staff A, yeah, okay, his performance increased. Staff B, his performance degraded. What to do him? Motivate him, provide some training for him, otherwise terminate him. Like that the manager, they are taking their own decisions depending on this type of reports. Staff C, he's topper among all his employees, so give him some cash incentive. Staff A, his performance is well and good, but not up to the mark. He's okay, so don't give him any cash incentive, just send him an appreciation mail. Like that the managers are taking their own decisions depending on this type of reports. Here the manager needs to focus more on these negative performed employees, but because of these employees we are losing our business, and at the same time this is advantage to competitors. I'll give you some rough example. Assume we are working for Colgate company, and this B responsibility is to distribute our Colgate paste to all the outlets in a particular geographical area. He is not performing well, that is why his performance is degrading, or he is not distributing the Colgate paste properly for all the outlets in his area. Okay, we have a customer who is using our Colgate paste from the past 10-15 years. Why he is continuing with us for that much long time? He likes some quality, some taste, or some flavor in our paste. That is why he is continuing with us. One day the customer paste completed. He want to buy a new paste, and he went to an outlet and asked for our Colgate paste. Because of this B, that is not available. But using paste, there is a daily need. So because of non-availability of our Colgate paste, the customer, he bought some other paste like Pepsodent. He started using Pepsodent. He may like something there. If he likes something, he never come back to our Colgate again. All these are happening because of this B only. So the manager needs to focus more on the negative performed employees. Okay, not only these three. Assume we have some 200 records like this, some second one, and some 55th, and some 101. Those are having negative numbers. Okay, then he needs to check whose performance degraded. Instead of doing like that, simply if I highlight all the negative performed employees like this, by seeing the report itself, he can understand what is whose performance degraded, and he can take actions accordingly. Right? Clear? Any questions here?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, I'll give you one more rough example for a report. Okay, assume in a company a procurement manager is there. He wants to buy 100 systems for a project. This is not the first time. They already bought multiple times, and they are maintaining their dealers and their qualities in their data warehouse or database, whatever it may be. Qualities means how they are charging, how about the service, how fast they are able to deliver the systems, like that. Okay. Now I am preparing a report, dealer X, dealer Y, and dealer Z. Qualities means price, and service, duration, how much time they take to deliver the systems. Okay, here I am giving ranks out of 5. 1 it is best, and 5 it will be worst, and a report prepared like this. Let us give 1, 3, 5. Let us give everything average for him, and 5, 3, 1. A report prepared like this, submit this report to the manager who requested you. Okay, now what the manager situation is, he needs to start the project immediately. In that case, he started doing analysis on this report. Dealer X, price. Price means 1, best price. Service 3 means average. Duration 5. 5 means worst duration. I mean, it will take a 10 days delay with him. Dealer Y, everything is average. And dealer Z, price 5. 5 means worst. He is charging much. Of course, this is not like double, triple. Something higher than others. And service average. Duration 1. 1 means best. He can deliver the systems immediately. Okay, now the manager situation is he needs to start the project immediately. In that case, to whom he is going to give the order? Ramya and Sumit?
Like if you want to think in perspective of duration.
Yeah, he needs to start the project immediately.
Yeah, so he will go with the best duration. One, yeah, Z.
So
yeah.
he will go for Z. Okay, one more situation. Till now the project is in discussion stage, not yet confirmed, not yet finalized. Some gap, time duration is there. In that case, to whom he is going to place the order?
You can go with X.
X. Why? Because duration, this is not that much important. No, anyhow, this is 10 days only. And price, best price. He will go for best price in this case, right? Like that, before taking decisions, the managers, they need to depend on this type of reports. Without following this type of reports, if they take decisions, either they may lose time or they lose money. See, if he needs to start the project immediately without considering this report, if he place order to X, then what happens? Duration 5, worst duration. Project will be delayed. Like that, they need to depend on this type of reports before taking decisions. In the Cognos tool, we call this type of report is a list report, record by record like this, and this it is called as a crosstab. In Excel, we usually say pivot, right? Crosstab. In the Cognos tool, we say this as crosstab, comparative analysis. Like that, you need to perform intersection between rows and columns. Anyhow, we are preparing this type of reports by using Cognos tool. That is why we are calling this tool as a reporting tool. And business intelligence, the managers are able to analyze what is going there in their business. This is an example for that. And decision support systems, I am saying, before taking decisions, they need to depend on this type of reports. That is why we call this tool as decision support systems. Any questions here?
No.
Okay. And here different versions are there. The earliest version is Enterprise 6. Enterprise 6. I'm not too sure whether any prior versions for this or not. I started my career here. Of course, this is almost 10 years back thing. And then they released EP7, EP7, Enterprise 7, Series 7, Cognos 7, like the different names are there, but the given name is Enterprise 7. And then they released Cognos ReportNet. Here different versions like 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And then they released Cognos 8 series. Here we have 8.1, 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4. And then they released Cognos 10 series. Here 10.1, 10.2 and subversions 10.2.1, 10.2, sorry, 10.2.2. This is the latest version. One second. This is the latest version in the last month itself released. I take class on this 10.1, 10.2.1. Okay. Of course, from all these 10 series, look and feel wise or options wise, all these are almost all same. No difference between them. Of course, they are changing small things, kind of thing. Okay. Any questions here?
So, Ajay, I read in a few places there's something called TM something.
TM, that is different. That is not business intelligence.
Okay. What are they?
That is performance management. That is some other stream.
Okay.
Of course, you may see the TM1 JDs frequently, but the thing is that is a short-term projects. Okay, if you start working with TM1 for a project, you cannot expect the next project in the same TM1. Again, you need to come back to BA. Okay, see, and here in Cognos we have different tools are available. Broadly divided into two types: web-based applications and Windows-based applications. First of all, what is web-based and what is Windows-based? A general question. In general, not only in Cognos. What is web-based and what is Windows-based?
Web-based is like, we can see the reports online.
Windows-based?
We can see the reports or outputs online on browser.
Similar kind of thing, not exactly like that. Web-based means, in general, web-based means if you want to do something, no need to have any software in your machine. Everything will be installed at some remote location by using a browser. You can connect to the server or you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Just
like this thin client, thick client.
No, that is different story again.
Okay.
You are accessing Gmail, so Gmail, that is a web-based application. And we are attending this class. I am taking class and you are listening to me by using the GoToMeeting. This is a web-based. Okay, and Windows-based application means you need to install some software in your machine, and you need to work with the software which is installed in your machine. Okay, you know Outlook, right, Ramya?
Yeah.
Anyhow, Satish and Sumit, you already know that. That is why. Okay, we can configure our Gmail to Outlook, right?
Yes.
Assume if you configure your Gmail to Outlook, that is a Windows-based application. You install the software in your machine and you are working with that. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, orally web-based means no software required in your machine. Windows-based means you need to install some software in your machine. Okay, web-based applications. This is the Cognos connection. This is the entry point kind of thing for total web-based applications. If you want to access any of these reporting applications, any of these web-based applications, first of all you need to connect to this Cognos connection portal. From there you can find the links for these remaining reporting applications. Query Studio, Repo Studio, Analysis Studio, Event Studio. All these are reporting applications only. All these are reporting applications only. Query, report, analysis, event, all these are reporting applications only. Then you may ask, why these many tools for reporting, right? This Repo Studio, this is basically a professional report authoring tool. As a developer, we are going to work with this Repo Studio only. Most of the cases, at least I can say 95% of the times, we work with this Repo Studio only. And Query Studio and Analysis Studio. These two are just like subsets kind of thing for the Repo Studio. Then you may ask, already we have superset Repo Studio, then what is the use of subsets like query and analysis? Right? Query and Analysis Studios, those two are not meant for the developers basically. Those are for end users to create their own ad hoc reports by using Query Studio and Analysis Studio. Those are for end users. Then you may ask, already our team is there as developers. We are working on the development activities. Then why end users need to create their own reports, right? Usually, not only in Cognos, anywhere it may be, any IT development, it may be, we need to follow the process. If end user wants to see something, first of all, they need to raise a requirement. And as a development team, we need to understand what exactly he wants to see there. If we have any questions, then we need to schedule a meeting with them and we need to discuss with them what exactly they want to know. Overall, the thing is we need to get 100% clarity on the requirement and then prepare design documents, submit them for review. If any review comments are there, we need to update the document and again submit for review. Orally, we need to get a sign up for the review document and then start development. Once the development done, before saying I am done with the development, we need to test the reports ourselves. that is called as unit test, and then move that to testing people, QA environment, then they will play with that. The testing people, they will play with that. If any bugs are there, we need to fix. If everything is okay, then only the report goes to end user. This is common process in any IT development. To complete this total process, a small report, it may take more than 4-5 days, like that. But because we need to follow the process. But for the end user, the requirement is not that much great. By simply dragging and dropping, he wants to create his own report. For that, we have Query Studio and Analysis Studio. Okay. And the Event Studio, this is event monitoring kind of thing. Say for example, if any of my salespersons crossing 10 lakhs per month, at the month end, I want to see how much revenue they generated. If it is crossing 10 lakhs, I want to send an appreciation mail. We can do automation with this Event Studio. Okay, got it? Any questions here?
So this report studio is this is the one that is used to generate the PDF based reports, the canned reports.
Yeah, PDF. I mean the type of reports, PDF, Excel, we can generate it from everywhere. Okay. But this is the professional report authoring tool. If you want to work with this report studio, we need to have some expertizations. Query Studio, Analysis Studio, not that much. With the limited features, those are for end users. Okay. What I'm saying is, all these tools can produce queries automatically. No need to write any select statements like select star from, no, nothing required. These tools can produce queries automatically. But the thing is, without knowing anything about our database, how these tools create queries. Say for example, Ramya, Satish and Sumit, you don't know anything about Oracle sample tables, employee and department.
No.
Assume you don't know anything about them. If I ask you to write a join between them, even though you are very good at query writing, is it possible with you?
No, I may try, but I'm not so sure on getting the output.
It is not possible orally. Okay, without knowing the tables, even though you are very good at query writing, it is not possible. You need to know what are the columns there in those tables and what is the common column. Like that, you need to know something about the tables, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, for that, here we have a framework manager application, a Windows-based application. In the framework manager, what we do is we import the metadata from the database and we specify the join conditions between them, and is there any predefined calculations, any predefined filters, and what is the security mechanisms we need to follow. Like that, we prepare the modeling, that is called as modeling, and then create the package, publish the package, and we need to use the published package as a source for these reporting applications. Now, in form of the package, these tools knows about about the database, and from there onwards, these tools can create queries automatically. Clear? I'll give you a rough example then. Assume you as these reporting applications, me as a framework manager. In the framework manager, what I am doing is, I am writing everything about the employee table and department table on a paper. Employee table, it is having columns like employee number, employee name, manager code, blah blah blah. Department table, it is having department number, location. If you want to join these two, use department number, this is the common column. Like that, everything I am writing on a paper. Assume that paper is a package. The paper is a package. I am giving you the paper, I am giving you the package. If you look into the package, now you know what is EMP and DEPT, right? From there onwards, you can write your queries on your own. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In Framework Manager, I am explaining you about employee table and department table in a wrong manner. Just based on my explanation only, you are preparing the queries here. So, you prepare wrong queries, obviously we are going to get wrong data. In this case, the problem is there with you or with me? The problem is there with whom?
With you.
With me only.
Framework manager.
Yeah, with me only in the Framework Manager. So, while doing the models in the Framework Manager, I need to take much care. Otherwise, definitely all your report shows you wrong data. So, I can say Framework Manager, this is a hard kind of thing for the total Cognos. So now you know, right, what is framework manager and what is these reporting applications?
Yes, and one more thing, Ajay.
Yep.
So the framework manager, can we access online? I mean,
No. This is a Windows-based application. You need to install in your machine, in your desktop, in your office. Otherwise, based on the licenses, what they do is they install the software on a machine remotely. All of you, your developers needs to connect to that machine and there you need to work. Orally, this is a Windows-based application.
oh,
Okay, now you are clear about this framework manager, right? And then this is transformer, a cube creation kind of tool. We'll discuss about this later. Orally, this is our agenda.